guys, today I'm going to go over the next part on the measuring to create the checkerboard on the 2-point perspective project. So if you have an 18-inch ruler, it's going to be helpful, but obviously with the pandemic, we may not have those, so we're going to just make do with what we have. The 12-inch ruler is a little bit more difficult, but it is what it is. So right now what I have is on the last video, I did the measurements every 1.5 inches. I have a left vanishing point, which is this dot on the edge of the paper. And I have a right vanishing point, which is this dot on the right side of the paper. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to connect this left vanishing point. So not the second dot, but this one that is all the way against the edge of the paper. And I'm going to draw lines from this dot to these dots on this side of the paper. So let me show you what I mean. And the ruler's going to be too short. So we'll just have to work with it. So I'm going to go ahead and I can reach right here to draw a line from the left vanishing point to this first dot. Okay. Then I'm going to go on that same vanishing point, but I'm going to angle it to this second one because see, it's too short. My ruler is too short and I get that. So you're going to just have to put your ruler against the edge of the paper here and then angle it as best as you can to that next dot. And then when I get to the end, I'm just going to have to move my ruler down and then finish the line. Okay. Next one, same thing. Put my ruler on the dot. I'm going to angle it towards the next one as best as I can. I'm going to draw the line. Then it's too short, so I'm going to move the ruler down. If my line looks really crooked and bad, then maybe you didn't angle it correctly. These other ones are going to be a little harder. So if you have to, I would draw really lightly so that way if you have to fix it, you can do that. Again, we're just going to do the best we can in this situation with not sharing rulers. Ooh, this is getting hard. I almost feel like I'm in some sort of video game that I'm trying to like make sure I hit the dot. I don't like shooting games, but it kind of feels like that, like I'm trying to hit a target. Okay, so that one was really short. So I got to try to connect that together. The angle of my line may be a little messed up. So like when I did it, see how there's this line right here? I didn't angle it quite correctly. So I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase. If you can think of something longer to use, like let's say you have another piece of paper. That's a good idea. So like if I had another piece of poster board or paper, so I have another piece of paper here, I could actually like line this up with the vanishing point, and then I could line it up with this dot on the bottom, and then actually use this, maybe the side of this, as, let's see if it works. I don't know. It doesn't, as long as I hold it, it doesn't work too bad. I'm going to do that just because it seems like it's going to work. So you got to get creative if you need to use, if you find something at your house that you can do this with. If I can get 18-inch rulers, this is kind of just make do. All right, so right here, I have the parts of the game, and I didn't connect it to this last dot. I'm going to wait on that. I'm just going to do it till right here. All right, so this is connecting the left vanishing point to the right dots. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to connect the right vanishing point, so the one against the edge. It's very important that you understand that because people end up doing this wrong. I'm going to connect it to these dots on this side. So I know the first one can reach just for me to show you. So I line it up with that dot. I line it up with the vanishing point on the right. Okay, so there I go. Then I'm going to go to this next one, and it is getting a little too short, but I can angle it towards that dot. It's those other ones that get super hard. Okay, just like that. So then I'm going to continue, and I actually love this using another piece of paper idea. It's not perfect because the paper is kind of thin, but I'm going to go ahead and use this to finish up my line. So I'll go through finish drawing my lines. And then I will go on to the next step. All right, so I'll go ahead, instead of making this video super long and making you watch me do this, I'll stop the video and I'll finish this and I'll show you on the next video what the next step is. All right, thanks.